Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your wallets. This one is going to hurt. What we have in front of us here is the RSI Galaxy. Now, if what the rumors are saying is true, this ship is in production and will be ready for 4.0. I don't know if that's real or not, but what is real is this image. Now, apparently, a Star Citizen dev messaged this image to some backers. I don't know if it was accidental or not, and then it started spreading like wildfire, so I'm sharing it here with you. So this is, what we know so far, is the RSI Galaxy. This is a large ship, bigger than the Perseus, around Carrack sized, and there was a size comparison I saw on Reddit put up by Cbix Phoenix, who's estimating it to be around that size. Again, we don't have the facts on this. All we have is this image, and there is some text to go along with it, but that text apparently is coming from a leaked Evocati patch, so I will not repeat this here, not because I don't want you to know, but because CIG does want some surprise factor when they do these, and I don't want to ruin the surprise for them. So I am kind of ruining the surprise so far with this, but come on. We've been starving for something, right? There's people out there who need this to survive. So this is apparently the RSI Galaxy, and it is modular from what I've heard. Now, I don't know how much of it's accurate, but it seems that you will be able to switch out modularity on this ship to go from cargo to combat to fuel or medical, if this is true. So again, not too much to go on until we actually get the official word from it. I don't know how much of it is accurate or not, but if this is what they say it will be, it's the Swiss Army knife that a lot of you are out there waiting for. Now, my big concern is I have not even played the RSI Perseus yet. The ship isn't out. And the RSI Perseus is now at risk of being melted down, the big melting of Persei, in exchange for the Galaxy, because the Perseus is combat focused. But if you give us something Perseus-like, less firepower, apparently what they have on the Galaxy, if it's true, are 3 size 5 turrets. And judging from what we see here from this image, if it's accurate, then yeah, that looks like size 5 roughly, and they are remote turrets. They're not manned, and if it's anything like the Perseus, they will not be pilot controlled. The pilot will be in charge of flying the ship, and you'll need at least 2 or 3 friends to control the turrets themselves. We also see, taking a close look down at the bottom over there, what seems to be entrance to the cargo bay. There is no ramp at this point. There might be a ramp at the back, but it does seem like a reasonably sized cargo bay that might be able to fit a small vehicle. At least 2 bikes can fit in there. So if the modularity is true, and I have read it, but I will not repeat it here because they do need to save some stuff as a surprise, you can go to Reddit. I'm not going to give you the link. Go to Reddit. You can search up yourself to find the information on it, but it seems what they're going for here is basically a ship that you can tailor for your own personal needs, and I love it. I know I say that a lot for many ships, but what I can tell you from being a long-time backer of this game, and let's just look at another image over here. I'm not sure the source of this one, but that does give us another angle. I know my camera is kind of blocking. Let's just move that a bit smaller there. How's that? I love the shape. I love the design. I'm liking it a lot. And what I want to make a point of here is, those of you who've been playing the game for a while, you have a big hangar full of ships. What I've realized, and what a lot of you have realized also, is you start trending to only using 1, 2, or 3 ships at most. And I find myself sticking only to 1 or 2 ships also. Now, if you give me a ship that I can switch out to be more cargo-like, or run more, run a medical ship, or run a combat ship, and use the same hull because I like the paint, I like the layout, I want to use this ship for many different things, this is what speaks to me then, because the RSI Perseus is combat focused. But if the RSI Galaxy gives me that combat focus, but also allows me to switch out to cargo, or switch out to medical, or switch out to whatever other gameplay I might be doing that week, yeah. So yes, a big yes from me. And unfortunately, even without flying the Perseus, because it's not out yet, the Perseus may be at risk at being upgraded to whatever this may be. And judging from the size and functionality, it might be pricey. 750, I think 800 is pushing it. I'm going to say between 500 and 750 is where I would expect that to land. I'm not sure if they're going to put an extra premium on that because of the modularity of it. Also, the question about modularity, is this something you can switch out on the fly? Can I simply land the ship, switch out a cargo module for a combat module, and fly off? Or is it a ship that you'll have to actually buy or take a longer time to switch out modules? How fast can modules change? We don't know. There used to be those BUKs, the battlefield upgrade kits, which have kind of disappeared into the wind with no new news on that really. So how fast can modularity be switched out? Can you simply pick up cargo, do a cargo run, switch out to combat immediately or not? Lots of questions, but I don't want to spoil the surprise CIG has too much. These images have been going around, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. If you want to know more about what they've said on that, I'll direct you to go to Reddit and read about that because I don't want to spoil it for you. But if you're questioning how can CIG possibly crack 100 million for the year, and I don't know why the screen just disappeared. There we go. If you're wondering how they're going to crack over 100 million, here is your answer. This is how it's going to be done. And I have a feeling that next week the IAE might just be very expensive for a lot of you. Yeah, I wasn't planning on spending much, but it looks like I'm gonna have to give it a thought. I'm gonna have to give it some thought. I'll have to sleep on it. We'll see. Let's see what the price tag is. As soon as we get more information, I'll get that out too. Be sure to subscribe. Your comments below. Let me know what your price expectations are. Thumbs up if you like my content. Catch you in the next one.